Hi guys, welcome back. I have a lot of pencil alerts for you today, and we're going to just jump right into it. There's still questions about the Starjoy versus Deli pencils, and Andy, who's the company owner, doesn't have the ability or the social media outlet to explain what's going on, and I told him I would do it. Most of you know I was very angry when this whole thing came out where people thought they were getting Deli pencils and they ended up with the Starjoys, and the Starjoys were different than the Deli pencils. And then there was some communication problems on Amazon. So I need to fix this because a lot has gone on behind the scenes and things are much better now. The company name for these pencils is HD Legend. He is a manufacturer of pencils. He did manufacture himself the Starjoy pencils, and I'm going to put up some video for you guys of his manufacturing plant. Now, if you've watched my China video, you have a basic idea of how these pencils come into the markets. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to leave a card at the top of the video for you guys to watch that video. It'll tell you how these pencils come about and how the manufacturers work. I was really happy when Andy started talking to me more on a friendly level, and he got to explain to me how his company works, and it pretty much matches up with everything I learned about Chinese manufacturing, which was really interesting because now I got to see it firsthand talking to somebody who owns a manufacturer in China. He is a distributor for Deli pencils. Deli pencils come from the Deli company. I don't even remember which manufacturer puts it out. I've seen it on Alibaba, and they are the manufacturers for these pencils. He's a distributor for these pencils. So you can get these pencils through him. The Starjoy pencils, which are very different boxes. This is, you can tell immediately, the Deli pencils have the hut. The Starjoy is this beautiful box with the planets. This came out of his manufacturing plant. He put this set together himself. The differences, okay? Just because you like chocolate cake doesn't mean that you don't like apple pie. You get the difference? They're just two different pencils. Now, I don't have all my Starjoys in here, and I do have some of my Marcos in here, so don't look at this. These are Marcos pencils. I'm working on a picture, so I've got pencils everywhere again. So here's your Starjoy, and here's your Deli. Delis are a 3.8 3.8 core. These are a 3.3 core, so you're going to have a size difference in the pencils. But the Deli pencils are only 72. The Starjoys are 120. They're probably made with the same cores from the same materials, but I don't know chemistry or anything like that. But in the future, he has told me he will be putting out the Starjoys in the fatter barrel, and I think that's where the feel is coming from, because the colors are very similar as far as both being vivid, both laying down smooth enough. These mimic the polychromos mostly because it's the same size and the same feel. These are much smaller. The Starjoys are smaller, so yeah, if you use two different size barrels, you're going to feel the difference in your hand. It doesn't mean these are bad pencils. It just means you can feel the difference in the two of them. With that being said, I'm going to be doing a full review of and demo in the near future of the Starjoys. What was getting people angry was not the quality of the pencil. So I don't want you to get that idea that, oh, the Starjoy pencils are bad pencils. They're not bad pencils. It was the communication that Andy had put out into the public that made people confused. And he has apologized profusely for that, took full responsibility to the point where he's offering a discount for the 120 pencils. I think it's a 10% discount. He has just put these pencils back up on Amazon, and I'll leave a link for them. He's dropped the price. So they're now $29, not, I think they were $34 or $35 before. He wants to make it up to the public and knows that he's screwed up. Now, some of this screw up is not completely his fault. Now, I need to talk to you about how Amazon works, because it's hard to just write it in the side chat and have people completely understand. Amazon has a fulfillment center, and there they will store a certain amount of product. Above and beyond that, people buy storage, and it's probably in another building. It's probably in the storage facility, whatever. That's how it was described to me. But it's not in the fulfillment center. That's for people who can't continuously send product in small amounts. So Andy is now sending 1,000 deli pencils to Amazon. He's got to ship them over from China. It's going to take a little while. Why they came up on pre-sale is because he had a small stack left in his storage facility. But the problem now is Amazon, and Amazon has put this out in their media, is being very slow if the product is non-essential. So if you're selling masks and hand sanitizer, you'll get bumped to the top of the list. These are things that everybody needs for everyday life. Non-essentials are getting pushed to the back of the list. Now, why are they doing this? Because they're short-staffed. They have to maintain social distancing, and they just don't have the workability. It's slowed now. Not slowed for you. They're still shipping out in the same amount of time. Those are products that are in the fulfillment centers. There are tons and tons of products up there that you haven't discovered yet because they're in the storage facility and they're not in the fulfillment center. So what Amazon gave Andy the ability to do is pre-sale. And that means that Amazon has promised to get those pencils to you by a certain date, but you could see that the pre-sales are, I think one is on the 18th and one is on the 21st. People have been reporting to me that they're getting their products early. They're getting them in, so that's good. Andy was able to get, I think, 50 sets into the fulfillment center, and then he got to pre-sale another 50 sets, but that's all. I told you in my last couple of videos, it's very limited, and they went really super quick. His pencils are in great demand. So I'm going to leave a link to the Starjoy pencils. That's the 120 set. You won't be disappointed. They're not bad pencils. I did read in the review section for these pencils, a couple of people were having trouble with breakage. And I do know that one person got told that it was the higher quality pigments that are softer. That's not necessarily true, because Verithins are thin pencils and they're high quality. It's more the fact that they are 3.3s, and 3.3s are going to break. They're thin. That's, you increase it to a 3.8 and it's going to be fine. Also, people were having problems with sharpening them. One person in the review section said to not use a electric sharpener. It's actually the opposite. The electric sharpeners are usually a little bit better, and hand sharpeners, when they get dull, will break your tips. Also, when you're sharpening a pencil, hold the pencil still. If you're using a hand sharpener, hold the pencil still and twirl the sharpener around the pencil. It's kind of opposite what everybody, I guess, did, holding the pencil sharpener and then twisting the pencil. If you do it the other way, you will not get half as much breakage. And I've gotten breakage on all my 3.3s from every set ever made. They're just, they're small cores. They're going to break. Not all small cores are bad pencils. Remember, I'm not saying that these pencils are bad pencils because they're thin. Remember Verithins, they are thin also. A lot of companies put out 3.3s and brag about it. We have a 3.3 core, kind of like whoop-de-doo. But just to give you an idea, Prismacolor is 3.8. I think Polychromos are 4, but Holbeins are 3.8. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea of when you're looking at ads for pencils. It's a real big whoop-de-doo when it comes to 3.3s. Okay, the next product that I found, and these were kind of fun. This is not a highly popular brand, and I could see it being a little bit more kid-like than adult coloring, but they're not horrible pencils. And if you can't afford much, but you really want pencils, this pencil set in the tin, you don't usually get the tins at this price, was $13.99. And their pencils are pretty good. They have a nice selection of... They have a nice selection of adult pencils. Now, adult colors. Now, I want to warn you, at $13.99, expect a $13.99 set. The pencils are very close together on an analogous color scale. They're really close together to the point where if you don't have really good color vision, you might think you're getting two of the same. The barrels are not well matched with the cores. So it's definitely a set that needs to be swatched. What I liked about this set, and I'll show you the other tray in here. Oh, the other tray is not in here. Okay, here's the other tray. And you've got your reds and your pinks. So it's a basic set. Now, what I liked about this set, well, first of all, the price, number one. Number two, you can have 3 or 4 of these in your house. And this is kind of what I do when kids come into my house and they look at my colored pencils and they want to play with them. They don't want me to hand them my box of Crayola or the big bin of pencils that just gets thrown when they're, my kitty bin. They are very impressed that they get to get something just like me in the tin. And for this price, I grabbed a whole bunch of them for next year's Christmas, and they're good pencils. And let's see, let me get a piece of paper out. I'll show you the lay down on them. Let's get out a pink. They're slightly scratchy, thin-barreled, hexagon. They're blending. You can blend with them. They do blend. Let's see if I can get out. They're oil pencils. And we have an orange going right here. So it's got nice blendability, but again, as I said, it is a $13 set. You are getting $13 pencils. So don't expect them to feel like your Prismacolors. I leave a link to them. Nice little gift, especially if you're sitting there with your grandkids or your children and they want to play with the pencils too. This is definitely the set to give them. Okay, Prismacolor. Prismacolor is now on sale, and Prismacolor was going for about $95 during the Christmas holiday, and I was a little bit surprised about that because typically they were at Christmas time they were going for like $89. I saw them down all the way down, I think 2 years ago, to $79. So I was really happy when it popped up and I got an alert that said they were down to 85. And it's been, I just keep forgetting to tell you guys, it's been that way for a little while. $85 for a Prismacolor set is fantastic. It doesn't get much lower. I doubt it's even going to get lower than that this year. Maybe by a couple of bucks by a competing company. But this is the Prismacolor on Amazon, so it's the official Prismacolor set. I wouldn't worry too much about dupes, because once you start getting really cheap with the Prismacolor, you run into the trouble of it could be a counterfeit set. But this is being sold by Prismacolor on Amazon. Okay, the issue in my last video with Arteza. I'm willing to give them another shot, and I ordered another set. Now, that doesn't excuse the fact that the set that I had broke down. And I'm going to do a whole nother video on this because one person in the coloring group had a good positive test. Their pencils did not break down. And I was happy to see that. Unfortunately, another person did the same test, and he ordered the 120 set, and his broke down. And it became a whole entire to-do drama. We're gonna collab on, by the end of the week, once I get my set in, I'm gonna do another test so that I know for sure, because I don't want to put out, bad information from old sets that are not out there. I want to see if this new set that they're selling now breaks down. I'm willing to forgive. I do wish that they had taken responsibility and at least warned people. And I do suggest to anybody who has the Arteza set, do a pencil test with it. Do a water solubility test. A couple of people in my comment section said, well, you can use them as water pencils. No, you cannot. I will demonstrate that when I redo the Arteza set. Up until now, they are taking responsibility, at least financially. If you want to return the sets, they probably will give you your money back for the set if yours is one that was defective, but they don't like to use the word defective. If they have a side effect of breaking down, then you can get your money back from them. So more of that's to come in the next couple of days. And let me see if there's anything else. Amazon Basics. Somebody in my side in the comment section asked what was the best pencil to mimic Prismacolor. That would be the Amazon Basics. Unfortunately, Amazon Basics in the 72 set, they no longer have. I don't know if they're going to get them in. They took the listing off of Amazon now. You can only get them in the 48, and they are on pre-sale. So they probably don't have a lot of them if they're doing it that way. And they're coming in on February 11th. If you were planning on getting an Amazon Basics, get it over on Amazon now. Get your pre-order in for them. And that's about it. Those are all the pencils for today. I will see you guys with a little bit more drama, sorry, on Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.